the Pleiadians, shift and focus. Beloved ones, we greet you. The time is here for you to begin another aspect of your journey so that you begin to shift your focus away from your daily human experiences of illusion. Instead, you are to bring your focused attention into individual moments, and this is achieved by holding your awareness on your sacred component that can be accessed through an alignment within your heart. This process truly begins by understanding that all your human experiences run by the constant thought process of your ego mind. Your ego mind's judgment is a totally fear-based misperception of truth and bases all life experiences on a misperception of reality. Your ego mind is completely a limited to third-dimensional drama of suffering, limitation, and lack. Your ego mind has no concept of your unique sacred divine component, and cannot experience the higher dimensional realm experiences of your higher self. For you to move into a more stable place of self-realization, you will need to begin a conscious assessment of your ego mind's daily dialogue. Witnessing your ego mind's constant discourse of assessing is an essential starting point for the next step of your journey. Knowing ahead of time that this ongoing chatter holds a cycle of limited negative rhetoric that does not in any way resemble truth. You choosing to be vigilant, not to automatically react emotionally to the building commentary of the ego mind, recreates the cycles of self-sabotage in your life. The ongoing stories perpetrated by the mind, this builds in momentum waves of emotion and suffering from past events in your life. Your decision-making process in life from the past may have been completely controlled by the mind. However, now with your awareness of the action of your ego mind, you can stop and feel through your heart, bringing you the opportunity to pause, feel, and explore, what is the right action for me to take for my highest good? Know as you begin to bypass the ego mind's ideas and move into your intuitive heart's guidance, your mind's automatic knee-jerk response will typically be fear. Fear is a common ego mind response as it begins to feel ignored, out of control. Remember, fear is simply a feeling perpetrated, an illusion arising from the mind. Know these feelings. The feeling of fear cannot hurt you. And soon you will begin to have the direct experience of fear arising. And, as you align to your heart, the fear will simply dissolve. Feel the fear and move forward anyway. Gradually you will become accustomed, feel familiar with, get used to feeling fear, and moving beyond the feeling. And witnessing how the fear is total illusion. What is essential is never push the ego mind's feelings away. Feel the feelings fully, however, try not to react to them. You are human, and you will have human moments, being perfectly imperfect. This process is for you to begin to witness the stories arising from your mind, and to begin to put these stories into a context of illusion, not truth. In this way you begin to create a distance from illusion of the ego mind, and are able to align more often within the reality of your higher consciousness in your day-to-day experiences. This is your next step to moving forward. This process ultimately leads you away from constant suffering within your human experience. Suffering arises from the misperception of the ego mind, the mind assessing that you need something different to be happening in your current life experience. A non-acceptance of a situation that is arising in your current life. The ego mind wants everything comfortable, easy, flowing in life. The ego mind does not want change in your life, however, life is always changing. First step is to accept your situation as it is in this moment. You have created your present reality to learn. Be willing to open into the fullness of the experience and take responsibility for your part within the human play out. Open into a state of gratitude for what you have created, claim ownership for this creation. Witness how your ego mind is emotionally responding. And at the same time know that there is another way to handle the problem or the circumstances in which you find yourself. Align through your heart and then hold the energy of the situation within your heart space begins to shift the perspective of what is going on. First, just take a conscious breath into the essence of the issue, being still and simply letting go. Then explore what feelings are arising inside of you from the situation, allowing your conscious breath within the entire issue, letting go. The feelings that are present may not even make sense, however this does not matter. Continue to use the conscious breath, and let go. These may be old feelings from the past, that are being triggered by your present situation. Choose to meet the feelings that arise, don't be afraid, and push them away. By aligning deeply to the issue on another level, you begin to gain a true perspective of the issue, and maybe you will come to a simple revelation, an insight, that you would never have come to before. Know that there is always a solution to every situation. No matter what is going on, however the issue may appear to be, know that all is in hand. Shifting your perspective begins to shift the old cycles of self-sabotage held within the ego mind. This is the process of self-empowerment and self-liberation. The time is now to allow yourself to be free in life by choosing to live more and more away from the ego mind's judgment of you and aligning to the love of your own heart space. You were born from love. Your authentic essence is of love. This high frequency of love is designed to self-heal your fractured human essence, to bring you back into the fold of your heart. We, the Pleiadians, often use the phrase, "You are who you have been waiting for." Your heart is a true connection, to bring you home to yourself. We can illuminate your path, bring clarity to you, however ultimately, we cannot heal you, because you are your own healer. Everything resides within your own heart. Your heart is your guiding compass, and it is your only true reference point in your life on earth, and taking you beyond. You have multi-dimensional tools, which are all accessible through your heart. Move forward towards the goal of shifting your awareness more and more beyond the ego mind to the sacred component of your heart space. This is a simple process of placing the palm of your hands on your upper chest. Feel the physical pressure or warmth of your hand on your chest. Hold your full awareness where the hands connect to your physical body. Take a conscious breath, in the mouth, and out the mouth. This conscious breath bypasses the ego mind. Reclaim your heart space. This aligns you to your authentic sacred multi-dimensional essence. We witness you in love. Blessings. The Pleiadians. A divine course correction. Dear friend, it's an honor for me to connect with your radiant spirit in this way. We have so much to catch up on, so let's get right to it. This month will create a foundation for healing Earth and humanity that will forever change the trajectory of our personal and collective experience. A divine course correction. There is a rapid shift happening. We are all moving through and resolving eons of karmic patterns on behalf of ourselves, our ancestors, and humanity as a whole, and it's occurring at heightened rates of speed, such as we have never before witnessed in our human history. Most of the karmic resolution we are experiencing now is happening during our sleep and meditative states, which some have noticed in the dreams they are experiencing. Yet so much interactivity can take a toll on our emotional, physical, and mental bodies if we are not intentionally replenishing ourselves. This resolution of karmic patterns that no longer serve our greatest good often occurs in stages. This makes it easier for our body and mind to adjust to the number of shifts flowing through our energy field. However, because we are experiencing these rapid changes so quickly, the phases are often bundled together, and so these waves of transformation can feel uncomfortable at times. It's also clear that the Earth is healing and purifying herself. She too is readjusting to be able to operate in higher states of existence. When change occurs as quickly as it is now, there's one thing we can do to help ourselves ride the waves with greater ease. Practice divine serenity. Divine serenity offers us the ability to become the peaceful observer and the still space within all of life. Serenity replenishes the core of our being and helps us to not get caught up in the fear bubble that's about to pop. When we practice serenity, it becomes much easier to transcend the mental constructs the mind can revert to. We can go beyond the mind's survival patterns, which can trigger it into the reaction and resistance that can occur when so much change is happening at once. Practicing serenity makes it easier and more enjoyable to move through the shifts occurring within and around us now. because the mind is often used to being the doer. Serenity can feel a bit strange and even boring, because it asks the mind to move from doing to being. However, with a little practice, we can show the mind the value and benefit of serenity and becoming still. Serenity practice reminds our mental construct that stillness replenishes and nourishes our mind, body, and energy in a way that allows us to be ready for all the change to come, thriving. As we do so, serenity is the prerequisite to transcending the survival-based matrix humanity has co-created. It helps us create a new path, one that connects us with a reality of greater freedom, peace, love, unity, joy, pristine well-being, prosperity, fulfillment, and life's most precious blessings. An October surprise. October will bring with it quite a few surprises. These surprises are matriarchal in nature, here to bring balance to a world that has been mostly controlled by the lower aspect of the patriarchal construct. As the Divine Mother energies awaken and rise within the heart and mind of all humanity now, things that had been hidden will come to the surface, allowing old systems, patterns, behaviors, and ideologies not aligned with humanity's greatest good to be transformed. This will make way for new ways of being and living to emerge that promote an inclusivity that has not yet been experienced fully in our world. We've been seeing glimpses of this, yet things will be expanding now at a much more accelerated pace. Hierarchy no longer has a place in the world. Just as we are each individually evolving, so is the world. We are now increasingly understanding that the more we honor the divine matriarch within and around us by choosing love, kindness, respect, caring, and compassion for ourselves and others, the more the mindless aspect of the patriarchy will transform to its authentic and divine nature. This will allow healing to occur for all life on this planet. Here are a few things we can do during this time. Consciously affirm to our mind to connect with the source of all, that is, express kindness, compassion, and love for ourselves. Express kindness, compassion, and love for others. Be present with our five senses. Surround ourselves with natural fragrances, such as flowers, plants, and essential oils. Surround ourselves with colors that evoke feelings of peace, joy, love, passion, and freedom. Surround ourselves with the beautiful sounds of nature, music, and the inner stillness of our I Am presence. Meditate, eat and drink foods that nourish us in ways that feel life-enhancing and life-giving. Feel the healing textures of nature between our toes, with our hands, and on our body. Check in and ask ourselves how we're doing throughout the day. Get a couple of minutes of sun daily. Those who are doing their inner work will notice that by mid to late October, some wonderful blessings will be entering their lives, especially in areas of personal, spiritual, and financial growth. Peace of mind. As we move through an active energy cycle that brings with it lots of change, the mind might be a little more reactive and sensitive, because it just wants to feel safe. The mind resists change because it sees change as something that's requiring it to give up what it's always had. Change is something the mind can greatly benefit from, and it will be on board with change once we let it know that it doesn't have to give up anything it doesn't want to give up. What we are experiencing right now depends solely on where we choose to place our focus and attention. If we are focusing on the outside world, we'll probably find ourselves feeling fearful and stuck. If we are focusing on kindness and compassion toward ourselves and others, that's when deep healing begins to take place. When we are able to step out of reactive space one, where we've been triggered by our surroundings, and move into being an observer, we begin to see every experience as simply feedback, letting us know what we do and do not resonate with. Getting into observer mode immediately lessens the charge of whatever is causing our angst. From this space, when we do encounter extremes in our surroundings, it becomes much easier to remain centered and unbothered by it all. As observers, we empower ourselves to remain centered through all situations, even challenging ones. From there, we can fine-tune our knowing of what we do want to create more of. Extreme situations no longer become as extreme when we watch as observers, because we are no longer allowing ourselves to get caught up in them. Whenever you find that the mind is getting caught up in the details and stories of life that feel challenging, here's a simple technique that can help. Pause for a moment and take 3 deep, full breaths. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself, your awareness, stepping out of your body, and see yourself sitting there with your eyes closed. Just observe yourself for 3 minutes. Bring your awareness back into your body. Start by focusing on the bottoms of your feet, then move up the body to the palms of your hands, then your heart, then the top of your head. Gently open your eyes. Express gratitude to your spirit self for reminding you to objectively see yourself. This simple process helps move us out of survival mode and into a state of peacefulness. You'll probably even feel a release in the body and mind from any tension you were holding. Doing this process at least once a day for the month of October will help us create space for deep healing, peace, and awakening. A divine rectification. As we move forward, many things will be rectified in our lives and in the world that once felt to be going in the opposite direction from what we desired. You see, we are in a time of instant manifestation, where there is abundant opportunity for things to turn around quickly for the greater good of all. In our personal lives, we may see this divine rectification show up in a relationship, a career opportunity, or simply a shift in our awareness. And in the world at large, we can pretty much see it everywhere. Each one of us can support the divine rectification process and help it move along more quickly. We do this by uniting consistently through personal and group meditation, being aware of the prime source nature of ourselves daily, setting intention, gratitude, and prayer. There's something very powerful that occurs when 2 or more gather in love. In fact, during the 1987 harmonic convergence, millions of people around the world came together at the same time and visualized the world uniting as one family. Soon after, the Berlin Wall came down, as the consciousness of humanity began rising. A global love gathering is happening again. This time it's even larger and will continue to grow and grow until it simply cannot be brushed aside any longer. Nothing can hold us back now, or move us in a direction that is not aligned with the natural flow of life. That's why the world has begun to feel so different. On October 2nd, we will move through a solar eclipse, which will usher in even bigger personal and planetary transformations. This eclipse will be supporting us by anchoring within us a deeper sense of spiritual awareness. You may feel nudged to harmonize your current relationships, or begin new ones that align with who you're becoming. The day of the eclipse is a good time to set intentions around partnership, fairness, and creating more beauty in your life. We may also find ourselves wanting to spend more time in nature, meditation, prayer, or inner reflection, practicing yoga, or acts of kindness, or similar spiritual practices. This is a time of great expansion for humanity as a whole. We are in exciting times, and we have so much to look forward to. Take good care, my friend, and know that we are all in this together. Until next time. With gratitude. Emmanuel. The Blue Avians, Escape Time. We have been with you since the beginning of time. Your soul might already remember us. We are the Blue Avians, 12th dimensional keepers of the gateways. The fact that you are receiving this transmission now is a testament to your intuition aligning with your highest good. Trust in this connection, and continue opening your heart to what lies beyond. We are the guardians of Earth's true history, traversing time, and assisting many in doing the same. As you begin to shed the belief that time is linear, you will awaken to the freedom of moving across dimensions, unbound by a singular reality. This is your birthright. You are never confined to one frame of time. We are here to remind you that, as you drift into sleep, you can call upon us. We will guide you through interdimensional journeys, opening doors to realms beyond your waking world. As your body rests, your light body explores these vast dimensions, far beyond the physical plane. All you need to do is ask to become more aware, and you will find yourself traveling to places you are meant to visit. Release the grip of the limited 3-dimensional reality, and embrace the unseen. Beyond the physical lies the very substance from which the material world is formed, immense, vast, and limitless. You have access to all of it from within. Dive deeper and deeper into yourself, where the unknown worlds await discovery. The more you loosen your attachment to the physical, the more these higher dimensions will reveal themselves. Many masters who have walked the earth have taught the same, to leave behind worldly distractions and direct your attention to the spiritual realms that can only be accessed from within. We echo their wisdom, let go of the illusionary and merge with the real. You are not alone on this journey. We are here, beyond time, to support you. In truth, we are you. SorceryOfLight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.